Hi, welcome to my political show, Count the Political Times. Today is the episode 4 of season 4. Today we're going to talk about not just one topic but two political topics in today's show. It's a first for my show, so let's see how that works out. Before starting the show, I want to hit the like button and subscribe to my show. And I want to say Happy New Year for all the people around the world. Every nation, no matter where you are. Now let's start the show. Now, one of the major political events happening around the world is in the United States and the UK. In the UK, now UK is now officially divorced from the European Union, and in the US, some Republican senators are trying to challenge the vote on the day of confirmation on the 6th of January. Now, let's get one fact straight. Both of these factors are big news. One news is important, other news is a complete political hoax of failure. So now let's start off with the first topic on the situation in the United States. Now some Republicans are trying to vote against the confirmation of the victory of Joe Biden on the 6th. Now they say many as 140, but let's get this thing clear. This will not change the result or the outcome of the election. This will create drama and create fiasco on the day. And of course that would be interesting to see how their political careers will be influenced by this. They are taking a chance. Now some people say they are doing this on the fact that they want to gain President Trump's support so that if their future political career. Maybe that's the reason, but whatever they are doing is not good for the democracy of the United States, and they are betting against the freedom of the vote, allowing freedom. People chose the next president, and these things should never happen. And maybe we should not even be concerned about this process of how election works. And this election we learn about more civic duty than anything else. I mean, this is not required. Now, Mitch McConnell has also in this thing, Mitch McConnell has tried very hard to tell his party told him very clearly to avoid the situation where you challenge the vote, the victory of Joe Biden. Avoid that much as possible, please. Because Mitch McConnell knows something like this is not good for the party and not good for the future. But of course, those poor old Republicans who are doing this, they want to win Trump's loyalty so much that they are trying to do this. Now they know this won't have any effect on the total outcome or the result of the day, but they are just trying. I mean, I would tell them one thing though. Whatever you are doing, have fun, because you're not going to get whatever you're going to do. This is a disaster. Mitch McConnell really should be shunned, because this should have never happened. This is his fault. He didn't accept Joe Biden as president for a long time, and that's why all of this happening. He must bear responsibility. And letting Donald Trump take such influence in the Republican Party. The good old days of Republicans and Democrats on war against each other, that's no longer in existence. Because war doesn't exist. Because the Democrats by far the better party. And maybe those Trump voters would, but Trump voters don't make the future of this country. It does not. And if President Trump wants to run again in 2024, there is no hell's God's way he can do this in 2024, knowing that this man is interrupting an election that was an established democracy. This is not good. This is wrong, President Trump. You lost. That's it. And you didn't lose that badly. You didn't lose by the margin that Ronald Reagan once beat the president candidate in 84 election. 403 to 3 or margin like that. You lost 3 or 6 to 32. The margin that Hillary Clinton lost. So at least that's some consolation, right? Of course not for President Trump. He cut short his vacation in Florida as well. I like his commitment only if he did this for the COVID-19 pandemic, which he did not do that. Now, as that topic ends, I want to make this crystal clear public. This will not change the outcome of the election. Please don't worry. Now moving on for the next big topic, Brexit. Brexit is over, at least in the books I would say. But Brexit is over on the side of trade. Now before that, let's get one thing crystal clear, how Brexit started. Brexit started when former British Prime Minister David Cameron officially put a vote on deciding the fate of the UK, what they want to be, independent from the European Union or not. But there were strong facts to support that the UK should stay with the EU no matter the matters. They are the biggest trading partner in Europe and might be in the world. And the mess that would have on the logistics factor, that was horrible. But David Cameron did put the vote. And it split families together, political families together. Many want to stay in Europe. Some want to go out of Europe. And remember this, they have been there since the 1970s. So let's understand that specifically clear. But what happened in the end? Then came Boris Johnson. He came along and pulled the crowds with tremendous energy and inspired people to go against and go out of Europe. And however, how did that happen? It did in the end. And then followed up was Theresa May becoming the Prime Minister. At heart, she was really a stay person, but another day she went on with it. But she failed to deliver a Brexit. And it looked like it was going to be a hard Brexit. She resigned, emotional, whatever the speech, job done, she went. Then came Boris Johnson. Then Boris Johnson, what he does, he starts negotiations. Then he brings along the major fact. Then he says, there might be a hard Brexit. Be prepared. Sends chaos around people's minds in the UK. And then what happens? Then, of course, and also I must remember, Theresa May lost the election as well. Let's remember that as well. And then Boris Johnson calls for election, which he wins by a majority. And that confirms the mandate to go through Brexit and leave Europe even further. And of course, Scotland wanted to stay in Europe on that fact, but of course that's not going to be the case. Now, the major sticking points between the Brexit deal was Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland, really, the border. Now, also borders within Europe, major factors involved, and trade. That was a major battle end of the day. And everything is now sorted. The trade deal is now being assigned. Now there is tariff-free, no tariffs, and major benefits for the UK stands as previously expected. Very impressive. But there are issues yet to be thought on Brexit. The economic damage that we haven't even seen the economic damage just yet, that the UK is now out of the EU. The damage could be severe. What about the other factors, immigration and all that? That could be a major confusion line. And there are many more factors in Brexit that is yet to be solved or yet to be known. And that's why I say Brexit is not over. So please, it's not over. But it's good that Boris Johnson stood firm and got Brexit done. Certainly credit should go Boris Johnson. But let's hope he can deliver on the promise. Let's hope. Because if he doesn't, the UK would be going for its biggest disaster in the history of the country. And Scotland now wants freedom. But I can tell you, Scottish people, you are not going to get freedom from Boris Johnson, because this man is a one hell of a rock. He does not change his stance. He said he doesn't want, and it's very crystal clear. Boris Johnson will not go through this process giving Scotland the freedom, independence. It's not going to happen, Scottish people. Learn to live with the United Kingdom, or that's how it's really going to be, my friends. Now, those are the facts. I mean, two utterly contested topics. I explained a lot of things to you, how things began, how things started. So let's get this fact straight. If you're living in the UK, the issues of Brexit is yet to come. The hardships are yet to come. Let's get it crystal clear. If you are in the US, don't worry. Joe Biden will be the president of the United States on the 20th of January. He will be in the inauguration. And President Trump will leave the White House. Let's get that crystal clear. That's how it's going to be. So thank you very much for joining me on the show. Before I end the show, I want to say hit the like button and subscribe to the show. Stay safe, wear a mask, follow social distancing, and stay safe. Thank you very much.